Hello and welcome to Colors of India, your weekly roundup of all the cultural updates from in and around the city during the past week. I'm Teena Jha. Let's begin the show with a look at the highlights of today's episode. To begin with, we get you glimpses from the 13th Habitat Film Festival. Next, a sneak peek of Indian presence at the Cannes Film Festival. And finally, masterpieces of Indian art on display. The 13th Habitat Film Festival was held recently in the national capital. With a curated lineup of glorious movies, the fest gave cinephiles the best of Indian cinema. As many as 65 films were screened over 10 days, most of them award-winning and critically acclaimed masterpieces. And of course, they had their collection of the best Bollywood movies as well. Besides, the fest also paid tribute to screen legend Sridevi. Those interested in regional films were in for a treat when the Habitat Film Festival brought together some best stories from regional and mainstream cinema. For cinephiles, the 11-day fest was more than a visual pleasure, featuring movies that will never fade with time.
I'm a very discerning film goer. Now the film from the states, the smaller little states, even northeast, Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, they're producing very meaningful films for young people, very based on issues.
It is most interesting experience to see these films, because in one place you get all the films. You come in like you used to come in the morning and see the whole day film. I have that energy, although I'm 83 years old, but I have the energy because there's so much creativity, so much of talent in our young producers.
We've had a very good response, and the main purpose of this festival was to shift the focus onto the other regional cinema that's happening in the country and shift the focus from being solely Bollywood driven.
The festival also paid a tribute to legendary actress Sridevi, who passed away earlier this year. In memory of the late actress, a Tamil film titled Puttinaru Vayathinile was also screened.
Now, Sridevi, I admire her very much. We have come specially to see Sridevi. She was a beautiful and a very good actress. I've seen all her films.
It is a tribute to the legendary actor, but more importantly, we have a film scholar, a film critic, Anna Vetikad, who is introducing us, who is actually introducing the audiences to a certain phase in Sridevi's career, which is long before she became a Bollywood star, because she started acting when she was not even 16 years old. So it is a little insight and a glimpse into her acting career before her Bollywood career.
Puttinaru Vayathinile is one of the earliest films of Sridevi. Directed by P. Bharati Raja, the film revolves around a 16-year-old village girl named Mail, who aspires to become a teacher and dreams to marry an educated man.
மயிலே பட்டத்து குட்டிகரணம் போட வை, இன்னொரு குட்டிகரணம் போட வை. ஐயா தூக்கு கிலோ அது கிலோ.
ஐயோ மாங்குட்ட முச்சி உன்னாலதான் போச்சு.
இது மயில மயில நான் வரேங்கிறேன்ல.
Sridevi was a teenager when she signed the film. Apart from her, the film also featured Kamal Hassan and Rajinikanth in lead roles.
இது எப்படி இருக்கு?
தலை கலைஞ்சிருக்கா?
எதுக்குடா கேக்குற?
தலை கலைஞ்சா வாரிக்க சொல்லி சீப்பு கொடுத்து விட்டுருக்கு மயில்.
But it was the confidence of Sridevi that didn't weave the director's faith in her. Sridevi was among the very few actresses who worked in multiple regional films ranging from Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, Kannada and Malayalam.
என்னங்க சின்ன வயசுல இருந்து நான் ஆசைப்பட்டதெல்லாம் ஒண்ணே ஒண்ணுதான், அது டீச்சர் ஆகணுங்கிறது. அந்த ஆசையை கூட உங்களுக்காக அழிச்சிட்டேனே. இவ்வளவு நடந்தது நீங்க என்ன கல்யாணம் செய்திக்குவீங்க அப்படிங்கிற ஒரே நம்பிக்கையில தான்.
கல்யாணமா? எனக்கும் உனக்கும்? யூ ட்ரீம் வில்லேஜ் கேர்ள். நான் ஒரு படிச்ச டாக்டர், என்ன கட்டிட்டு போடுவா? ஆஃப்டர் ஆல் கேவலம் ஒரு பொட்டி கடிக்காரி மகளா?
जो ऑफ बीट फिल्में हैं या कमर्शियल सिनेमा के जो मुहावरा है उससे हटकर जो फिल्में इनकी आई, हालांकि ऐसा नहीं है कि पहले उन्होंने फिल्में की नहीं, सदमा उनमें एक ख़ास फिल्म थी जो एक मेरा ख्याल है कि माइलस्टोन थी वो।
मैं श्रीदेवी जी की फिल्मों को चांदनी है या मिस्टर इंडिया है और उनकी अदाकारी और उनका जो अपना एक्टिंग का तरीका और जो लाइफ में जो कामयाबी हासिल की वो रियली मैं तो बहुत लाइक करता हूँ कि अपने एक अदा से एक फिल्मी जगत में एक छाप छोड़नी अपनी।
Through the film, the festival brought alive memories of the country's first female superstar who represented the greatness and diversity of Indian cinema. The festival brought forth the dynamic and changing face of contemporary Indian cinema. And for movie lovers in the city, it was the perfect opportunity to enjoy multilingual movies and also interact with their film directors. With that, time for a very short break on the program. Lots more lined up for you on the other side. Don't go anywhere. On the other side of the break, a roundup of Indian films and celebrities at the Cannes Film Festival 2018. Welcome back after the break. The Cannes Film Festival is one of the most prestigious in the world. Much of the world's attention is grabbed by the stars who come down to the French Riviera either to promote their films or walk the celebrated red carpet. Over the years, India has become a veteran when it comes to making its presence felt at Cannes. In our next story, let's tell you how Indian celebrities and talented filmmakers showcased their work at the festival this year. The beautiful city of Cannes, located on the French Riviera, the resort town is best known for its international film festival. Like every year, the 71st edition of the Cannes Film Festival created a buzz with its star-studded red carpet premieres and new film screenings. Here are some glimpses from the world's most prestigious film festival, which concluded recently in France. This year, the festival opened with Oscar-winning Iranian film director Asghar Farhadi's new movie, Everybody Knows.
¿En serio?
No es obra de desconocidos. Tenéis que estar atentos a vuestro entorno.
Oye, ¿tú confías totalmente en tu marido?
¿Qué más le dijiste?
Todo.
Nos lo habíamos jurado.
Están todos metidos.
Y tratar de descubrir quién no sabe. Ahora...
The psychological thriller was the second Spanish-language film to open Cannes, following Pedro Almodovar's Bad Education, which screened on the opening night of the 2004 festival. All the A-list celebrities from across the world came under one roof as Yangon Film Festival rolled out its red carpet. The 12-day International Film Festival also hosted Indian cinema's most talented actors and filmmakers. This year at Cannes, actor-filmmaker Nandita Das' biopic Manto was also screened.
मंटो एक इंसान है और हर इंसान को प्रोग्रेसिव होना चाहिए।
अब बताइए कैसी लगी स्क्रिप्ट?
एकदम बकवास।
The biography was presented in the Uncertain Regard category of the film festival. It is a section in which 20 best films are selected from all around the world.
तुम बेफिक्र हो, मैं इतने लिखूंगा कि तुम भूखी नहीं मरोगी।
यही तो फिक्र है कि आपके लिखने की वजह से।
Manto was the only Indian film which got selected in this category.
मंटो साहब, आपकी कहानी ठंडा गोश्त पर फांसी का केस है।
मैं वही लिखता हूँ जो जानता हूँ, जो देखता।
Based on the life of Indo-Pakistani writer Saadat Hasan Manto, the film features Nawazuddin Siddiqui in the lead role.
सारी हमदर्दी सिर्फ अपने किरदारों के लिए बचा रखी है।
आखिर में अफसाने ही रह जाते हैं और उनके किरदार।
Another debut from India included Rohena Gera's feature film Sir.
सर आपको पता होगा ना कि शादी के 4 महीने बाद मेरे हस्बैंड गुजर गए थे।
It is a love story centered around a domestic help Ratna who is in love with her wealthy employer Ashwin.
और हर मम्मी पापा को हमारी शादी तय करने की जल्दी होती है ना। गांव में भी ऐसा ही होता है। मुझे पढ़ना था लेकिन वो लड़के वाले दहेज के बिना शादी करने के लिए तैयार हो गए तो पापा ने कुछ पूछा ही नहीं। 19 साल की उम्र में विधवा हो गई।
The film was screened for the Cannes Film Festival's The Critics Week sidebar.
क्या?
लाइफ खत्म हो गई। पर आज मैं खुद अपने पैसे कमा रही हूँ। सर्वेंट हूँ पर छोटी को पढ़ा रही हूँ।
छोटी बहन है तुम्हारी?
जी।
This category is dedicated to directors' first and second feature films. Sir's directorial venture was one of the 7 films that made it to the final selection at the film festival. Besides film screenings, Bollywood actresses like Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, Sonam Kapoor and Deepika Padukone also walked down the red carpet for various brands. Actress Kangana Ranaut also made her debut at the world's most glamorous film festival. Bollywood's first female superstar, late Sridevi, was also honoured with the Titan Reginald F. Lewis Film Icon Award at the festival. The award was collected by Subhash Ghai on behalf of the Kapoor family. Being the only country that produces the maximum number of films annually, India's presence at Cannes this year was heartening too, giving way to its diverse cinema to leave its mark globally. Although the appearance of big Bollywood names on the runway grabbed a lot of attention, the highlight for India was when late actor Sridevi was honoured with the Titan Reginald F. Lewis Film Icon Award, which celebrates women of the film industry all over the world. Indeed, a fitting tribute to the diva who lit up Indian cinema. With that, time for another quick break. Still more to come on the show. Do stay with us. On the other side, an exhibition showcasing the heritage of India. Welcome back once again. From cinema, let's now shift focus to heritage. In an effort to bring attention to gradually decaying Indian monuments and doors of Old Delhi, artist Saranjeet Singh Sarna recently presented a solo exhibition in Delhi. Now, Sarna is known for his visual sketches of monuments. His recent paintings will take you to a different world of royal places. The solo exhibition titled Legends Wrapped in Colour by Saranjeet Singh was all about exquisite monuments. It showcased over 40 period frames of the historic sites, ranging from monuments, rolling hills, lakes, palaces, deserts, multi-hued rocks and customs, steeped and encircled as a motif within its glorious past.
इंडिया का कल्चर इतना रिच कल्चर है कि उसको पेंट करने का मन करता है, बिकॉज आजकल के लोग कुछ इनको भूलते जा रहे हैं, तो इसलिए मैं चाहता हूँ कि ये ट्रेडिशन अलाइव रहना चाहिए.
The exhibition also showed the painter's love for acrylic and watercolors. Most of his works were seen on acrylic on canvas and watercolor on paper. Based on the theme, Heritage of Old Traditions, the exhibition evoked an awareness for the conservation of these historic monuments.
Monuments, because मैं हिस्ट्री का मुझे शौक़ है, पढ़ता हूँ मैं इसमें, तो हमारे चारों तरफ हिस्ट्री है, बिकॉज इससे हम बहुत कुछ सीखते हैं हिस्ट्री से, तो हम आगे जनरेशन भी सीखती रहे, तो इसलिए मैंने कोशिश किया कि इनको पेंट किया जाए ताकि आगे लोगों को पता चले कि हमारी हेरिटेज है क्या, क्योंकि आजकल फास्ट ज़िंदगी है सभी की और ये चीज़ धीरे धीरे लुप्त होती जा रही है, इसलिए मैं इनको पेंट करता हूँ.
ये तो आप कह सकते हैं कि जब से मेरी शादी हुई है सरनजीत के साथ, तब से मैंने इन्हें काम करते हुए देखा है. लाइक सुबह उठते ही ये चाय का कप पकड़ते हैं और पेंट करना स्टार्ट करते हैं, और कई बार इन्हें रात के 11 बजे 11:30 बजे भी कोई आइडिया आता है तो मैं देखती हूँ कि ये अपना स्टूडियो में चले जाते हैं और पेंट करना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं. एंड ही इज़ फुल टाइम इनटू आर्ट.
The 3-day exhibition also brought forth Saranjeet Singh's passion for the boundless imagery. He has done 27 solo shows across different cities in the country. He says Rajasthan is a treasure of surprises. Most of his paintings also provide a glimpse of breathtaking monuments from Rajasthan, like the Neemrana Fort, Hill Fort Kasroli and the Navalgarh Haveli.
जो ये एक्रेलिक्स आप देख रहे हो जो हमारे पीछे पेंटिंग्स है कैनवस पे, ये तो खैर इन्होंने स्टूडियो में करी हैं, बट जो वाटर कलर्स भी हमने इस शो में लगाए हैं ये सब इन्होंने ऑन द स्पॉट करे हैं. ट्रैवल करते हैं, साथ में अपने ये मटेरियल लेके जाते हैं और जो उन्हें सब्जेक्ट बहुत अच्छा लगता है उसके सामने बैठ के ये बनाते हैं.
The exhibition also brought to life the ancient tradition of doors in Old Delhi. Besides, it also reflected the artist's zeal and commitment to preserving these pieces of history before its oblivion. And time now for our weekly culture calendar, where we tell you about all the upcoming cultural events in your city. For those living in Mumbai, you can enjoy Carnatic music at the Nehru Centre, Dr. Annie Besant Road, Worli on the 31st of May at 7:30 p.m. The event is called Can Journey, the journey of Carnatic music. In Bengaluru, an event Everyone's Rabindranath, a musical narrative on Rabindranath Tagore, will be held at Purandara Bhavan, 8 Main Road, HAL, 2nd stage, Indiranagar at 6 p.m. on the 3rd of June. In Pink City, Jaipur, you can watch Ranthambore, the Untold Saga at Culinary Art Gallery, Jawaharlal Nehru Marg, 7 p.m. onwards on the 1st and the 2nd of June. In Indore, you can go attend a live concert by singer Neha Kakkar. The concert will be held at Sri Gujarati Samaj Ajmera Mukesh Nemi Chand Bhai English Medium School on the 3rd of June at 6:30 p.m. In Mumbai, an opera screening on Cinderella's stories will be held at the Godrej Dance Theatre, NCPA, Nariman Point at 6 p.m. on the 31st of May. In Kolkata, popular singer Usha Uthup will hold a live concert at the Hard Rock Cafe on the 31st of May at 8:30 p.m. And in Pune, an event, Srimant Yogi, a thematic Bharatnatyam presentation, is scheduled to be held at Yashwantrao Chavan Natyagriha near Shivaji Maharaj statue, DP Road at 7:45 p.m. on the 1st of June. You can also send us details of upcoming events in your city. You can write to us on sabrang.rstv@gmail.com. You can also watch our episodes on YouTube and leave behind your valuable feedback and suggestions. We'll be back same time next week with more spellbinding performances. Until then, take very good care of yourself and keep watching Rajya Sabha TV.